myself. I sure think they killed her.
Back! Frank, they've seen us.
Why? What's wrong? What are you guys up to? What?
20th Century Fox presents Race with the Devil.
We saw somebody.
I'm back. Today I'm going to review Race with the Devil. It's from 1975 and it stars Peter Fonda, Warren Oates, Loretta Swit, Lara Parker. It's directed by Jack Starrett and written by Wes Bishop and Leigh Frost. Race with the Devil runs 88 minutes and it cost $1.7 million to make. It made about 12 million back. It was a big hit at the time, although it got mixed reviews. It's a strange film, this, because it's not really exactly a horror film. It's like a hybrid type of genre film. It's horror, it's an action film, and it's like a chase film as well. The film's about these two couples that travel in this, like a motorhome. They travel in America and they park up one night and the guy's having like a drink. They drink a lot in this film. While the two ladies are in the motor van, one of them notices that there's these people dancing in the distance and they're dancing around this strange looking tree. And then they find out the bloody witches and they sacrifice this blonde girl. They're dancing around with no clothes on to start with, and one of them's got his binoculars out laughing.
He jumping about when out on in front of a bloody tree. Oh, none of the buggers get a spell up their asses.
When they say this sacrifice, then they know it's serious. What makes it scary is they get seen. One of the head priests see him with the binoculars watching, and all through the film they're getting chased by them. There's some brilliant action in it. What I like about it's the characters, they're very likeable. One guy's walking around with specs on, these dark shades, and he's even wearing them indoors. So he's walking around indoors wearing shades.
Hey, why is he always wearing bloody sunglasses inside rooms? You won't bloody get me doing the bugger.
There's a lot of great humour as well in the film, some brilliant lines. I like it when the character of Frank is riding around on his bike and he jumps over this jump and he falls into this pool of water. And he ends up saying, "I'm getting too old for this shit." Really cool.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
And it's not just the humour that works in this film, there's some really scary bits. Like when they get seen watching the sacrifice from over the field and they're getting chased, from then on it's tension all the way. It's a really scary scene when they get discovered. There's also a good bit where they get into the motorhome to get away and they get stuck in this river. It's driving away and the wheels are spinning. Loads of tension in that scene because the witchcraft people are almost on top of them. They just managed to get out of the river just in time. Really well done. I find when films involve witchcraft, they're quite scary. There's a load of good scenes as well in the film. I like the funny bit where the two women go into a library, research about witchcraft, because the books that they're using are reference books and they can't get them out the library. They pinch them in the bag. And as they're going out the library, they hear an alarm going off and they think it's the library. There's a really sad bit where they've got a pet dog, these two couples, and he ends up getting killed by the bloody Satanists. When they report what they'd seen to a sheriff, he doesn't believe them. Turns out he's one of the bloody witches. They think they get away from the witches and they go to this resort place, and when they're there they keep getting stared at, the girls, like all these old folk and that are giving them awful looks and that. And the film creates like a paranoia in the audience. You're scared of all these incidental characters. It's interesting what the director said about the extras that he used in this film. He said he actually got the internists to be extras in the film. The director also plays a gas attendant in the film. So he was a bit of an actor as well as a director. There's a good title sequence at the beginning of the film where you say the tray and the music before the film properly starts. That's good. There's a brilliant line where the sheriff's like talking to them, and he's going on saying, couldn't they have, instead of killing this girl, couldn't they have just like killed a cat? Because they tend to use cats. and Frank says, well, I guess this time they must have ran out of cats.
Clothes off and rubbing cat blood all over each other. One of them was screaming he's a devil. At least that's what he claimed. I locked him up. Anyways, the damnedest thing you ever saw.
Well, this time they ran out of cats.
They did a lot of films involving the devil around this time, around the 70s, just after the film The Exorcist. The Omen's another one that they made around this time. The film also has a nice look to it. There's lots of locations, because it's kind of like an outdoor film, this one. It's not really a studio-bound film, because it's about getting away from the Satanists, so there's loads of location work in the film, and it looks beautiful. And what really makes this film stand out is the ending. So if you haven't seen it, it's like a spoiler alert. Right at the end, I think they've got away from all these witches, and they park up, and then at night time they're like having a drink and that, and then outside there's like this ring of fire goes around the motorhome, and you hear chanting. And inside the motorhome, they're like screaming in slow motion. It's a really disturbing ending. It means that they got caught. It also means that these witches actually do perform magic. Because at the beginning of the film you didn't see any magic, but right at the end you do see it. So it's a really downbeat ending. So overall I thought this film was excellent. It was action, it was humour, there was scary bits. There were some great characters. So overall I think I'd give it 9. 9 out of 10. Almost gets a 10. What do you think both of you like?
Give it top marks, Phil. Can we go for a ride out and see if we can find any witches dancing with out on?
Okay everybody, see you next time. Subscribe, like and share. See you next time. Bye. Bye.